Be me. 30 years old, living in a decent apartment with my roommate Kevin, who's basically a real-life version of Andy Dwyer from Parks and Rec. We're sitting around on a Friday night watching The Office for the millionth time when Kevin gets this stupid idea. Dude, we should make fake Tinder profiles with super hot guy photos and see what messages we get. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Come on, man. It'll be hilarious. We'll catfish some people, have some laughs, delete it tomorrow. I'm slightly drunk on cheap beer, so this somehow sounds reasonable. Kevin pulls up Google Images and finds this absolutely ridiculous photo of some fitness model with perfect hair, chiseled jawline, abs that look photoshopped. This is Brad. He's 28, loves hiking and craft beer. We make the profile, use every cliche in the book. Brad enjoys long walks on the beach, and The Notebook is his favorite movie. We're dying laughing making this thing. Post it, and immediately get like 50 matches in 10 minutes. Holy crap, being attractive must be easy mode. We're reading through messages, most are pretty standard hey, and some are very forward. Then I see one that's actually funny. A girl named Jessica, 28, her bio says, I can quote every episode of The Sopranos and I make a mean carbonara. Your move. Her profile has pictures of her at concerts, hiking, one where she's clearly losing at Mario Kart and flipping off the camera. She's actually really pretty. Dark hair, bright smile, looks like the kind of girl who would destroy you at trivia night. Her opening message, Brad, huh? Let me guess. Your favorite food is chicken breast and brown rice, you do CrossFit, and you think Fight Club is deep. I actually laugh out loud. Kevin looks over my shoulder. Dude, she's roasting our fake profile, you have to respond. What do I even say? Defend Brad's honor. I type back, hey now, Brad also enjoys white rice sometimes. Very adventurous palate. She responds immediately. A man of culture, I see. Does Brad also enjoy discussing his stock portfolio on first dates? This girl is funny. We go back and forth. She's making fun of the profile. I'm playing along. Kevin goes to bed, but I keep talking to her. Conversation shifts from jokes to actual interesting stuff. She tells me about her job managing a bookstore, how she got into it after dropping out of law school. Realized I'd rather be poor and happy than rich and miserable. My parents still haven't forgiven me. I tell her about my actual interests, just pretending they're Brad's. We talk about movies. She's a huge Tarantino fan, thinks Pulp Fiction is overrated, but Jackie Brown is underappreciated. Finally, someone who gets it. Everyone always says Pulp Fiction. We bond over our shared hatred of the Game of Thrones ending. I'm still not over what they did to Daenerys, like 8 seasons of character development just gone. Talk about music, she's into indie rock, went to Coachella 3 years ago and got heat stroke. Most expensive medical bill of my life, but I got to see Radiohead, so worth it. It's 3 a.m. before I realize how long we've been talking. She sends, okay Brad, I have to sleep. But this was actually fun, you're not as douchey as your pictures suggest. I feel guilty, but also, I don't want to stop talking to her. Next day I wake up to a message from her. Morning, question. If you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be, and why is the wrong answer anything other than pizza? I'm in too deep now. Spend the whole weekend messaging her. Kevin notices I'm on my phone constantly. Dude, are you still talking to that girl from the fake profile? Maybe. Bro, you have to tell her. I will, I just need to find the right time. Narrator voice. There was never going to be a right time. Jessica and I have been talking for 2 weeks now. She sends me memes, I send her music recommendations. We watch shows at the same time and live text commentary. We're watching Breaking Bad together. She just finished season 4. If you spoil anything, I will find Brad and murder him. Problem is, I'm falling for this girl hard. She's smart, funny, has great taste in literally everything. One night she sends, okay, real talk. Why are you on Tinder? You seem too normal. Panic mode activated. Just seeing what's out there, you know how it is. Fair. Online dating is a nightmare. You're literally the first person I've talked to who isn't immediately gross or boring. Guilt intensifies. She asks if I want to video chat. Abort, abort, abort. So my phone camera is broken. What is this, 2010? Get it fixed, you caveman. Buy myself time by saying I'll get it looked at this week. Kevin finds this whole situation hilarious. Dude, just tell her the truth. Say you used fake photos, but you're actually a great guy. Yeah, that'll go over great. Hey, remember how we've been connecting emotionally for weeks? Surprise, I'm a liar. He's eating cereal directly from the box while playing video games. You're in a full-on rom-com situation, my guy. This is like that Catfish show, but sadder. Thanks, Kevin. Very helpful. Jessica sends me her Spotify playlist. It's called Songs for When You're Dramatic. It's got the Smiths, Lana Del Rey, Jeff Buckley. It's perfect. I make her one back called Songs for When You Need to Feel Something. She loves it. Okay, this playlist just made me cry at work. Thanks a lot, Brad. We start doing this thing where we send each other song recommendations based on our moods. She's having a bad day. I send her Here Comes the Sun by the Beatles. I'm stressed. She sends me Everlong by Foo Fighters. This is the most connection I've felt with anyone in years. My friend Marcus, who I've known since college, notices I'm different. We're at a bar watching basketball and I'm on my phone smiling. Dude, who are you texting? You look like an idiot. Nobody, just a friend. You don't have friends who make you smile like that? You got a girlfriend? Explain the whole situation to him. He stares at me like I just told him I believe the earth is flat. Let me get this straight. You've been catfishing a girl for 3 weeks, caught actual feelings, and now you don't know what to do? When you say it like that, it sounds bad. Because it is bad. Tell her the truth before this gets worse. But I don't tell her. Instead, I keep digging myself deeper. Jessica asks if I want to meet up for coffee. I feel like we've talked enough that it's not weird, right? Unless you're a serial killer. Are you a serial killer, Brad? My hands are sweating. Can't this week. Work is crazy. She buys it, but asks about next week. I'm running out of excuses. Kevin suggests I just ghost her. Absolutely not. That's horrible. More horrible than lying about what you look like for a month? He has a point, but I ignore it. Late night conversation with Jessica gets deep. She tells me about her ex who cheated on her with her roommate. Found out when I came home early from visiting my parents, they were on my couch, eating my snacks. It was devastating. She's been single for 2 years since then. Trust issues. I just want to meet someone real, you know? Someone who's actually genuine and not playing games. I want to die. Tell her I'm sorry that happened to her. She deserves better. Thanks, Brad. You're really easy to talk to. I feel like I can tell you anything. Cool. Just gonna go jump off a bridge now. Next day, my sister calls me. She's getting married in 2 months and needs a +1 confirmation. Are you bringing anyone, or are you coming solo so Mom can try to set you up with her friend's daughter again? Remember last family wedding? Mom's friend's daughter talked about her CrossFit gym for 3 hours straight. I might have someone. What? Who? Since when do you date? Tell her about Jessica. Leave out the catfishing part. That's great. Bring her. Mom will be thrilled you're finally seeing someone. Oh no. No. What have I done? Jessica and I are texting about childhood memories. She tells me about how she wanted to be a veterinarian until she realized she cries every time an animal is hurt. Watched Marley and Me once, never again. I tell her about my embarrassing middle school phase where I only wore band t-shirts and thought I was going to be a professional guitarist. Please tell me you have photos of this. They've all been destroyed for the good of humanity. She sends me a photo of herself at 13 with braces and a horrible haircut. Fair is fair. Here's my awkward phase. She's adorable even with braces. Kevin walks into my room. Dude, you're talking to her again? This is getting obsessive. I know, okay, I know. He sits on my bed. Look, man, I love you, but this is going to blow up in your face spectacularly. You know that, right? Maybe she'll understand. Nobody understands catfishing, bro. This isn't some cute mix-up. You deliberately lied. He's right, but I'm in denial. Jessica asks what I'm doing this weekend. Tell her probably just hanging with friends, watching movies. That sounds nice. I'm going to a concert with my best friend Riley, some indie band she's obsessed with. She sends me a selfie of her and Riley. They're both wearing band t-shirts and making silly faces. Riley looks like she could be Jessica's twin. Same dark hair, similar style. Riley says I need to stop talking to guys online and actually meet them in person. She thinks you could be a catfish. My heart stops. Haha, why would she think that? Because you won't video chat and keep making excuses to not meet up, but I told her you're just busy and shy. She's defending me to her friend. I am a terrible person. Decide I need to come clean. Start typing out a message explaining everything. Delete it. Type it again. Delete it again. Do this for 45 minutes. Finally settle on, hey, can we talk about something important? She responds immediately. Of course, what's up? Everything okay? My hands are shaking. I need to tell you something, and you're probably going to hate me. Brad, you're scaring me. What's wrong? The dots appear, showing she's typing, then disappear, then appear again. Are you married? Oh God, you're married, aren't you? What? No, I'm not married. Then what? You have a girlfriend, secret family. You're actually a woman? She's trying to make jokes, but I can tell she's nervous. Chicken out again. Never mind, it's not that serious. I just wanted to say I really enjoy talking to you. Jesus, Brad, you almost gave me a heart attack. I enjoy talking to you too. Crisis temporarily averted, but I feel like garbage. Marcus texts me. Did you tell her yet? No. Dude, I know. He sends me a gif of someone facepalming. Weekend comes, Kevin has a date, so I have the apartment to myself. Jessica and I are doing our usual thing, watching a movie together over text. We're watching When Harry Met Sally because she's never seen it. How have you never seen this? It's a classic. I don't know. It just never happened. Stop judging me, Brad. We're live texting our reactions. Get to the famous deli scene. She sends, okay, this scene lives up to the hype. Send back, I'll have what she's having as one of the greatest lines in cinema history. We finish the movie, she's in love with it. Okay, you were right, that was perfect. Billy Crystal is a treasure. She asks if I believe in the movie's premise that men and women can't be friends. I think they can be friends, but it's complicated. Do you think we're friends, Brad? Loaded question. I'd like to think so, yeah. Good, because I don't usually connect with people like this. She sends, can I be honest about something? Always. I'm kind of scared that when we meet in person, it won't be the same. Like, what if the chemistry isn't there in real life? I've thought about that too. But also, I really want to meet you. I feel like I know you, but also I don't. Does that make sense? It makes perfect sense and also fills me with dread. It makes sense. I want to meet you too. I do want to meet her. I just don't want her to see that I'm not Brad. She suggests we meet the following Saturday at a coffee shop downtown. Low pressure, just coffee. We can talk for like an hour, and if it's weird, we can leave. I agree before my brain can stop me. Okay, great. I'm excited and nervous. Mostly excited, though. Spend the rest of the night panicking. Text Kevin, even though he's on his date. Emergency, I agreed to meet her. He responds an hour later. Finally, just tell her the truth before you meet. Marcus has the same advice. Come clean now. My sister calls to check in about the wedding. So are you bringing this Jessica girl? Maybe we haven't met in person yet. Wait, you haven't met? How long have you been talking? About a month? And yeah, you're already this serious? That's so romantic. If only she knew. Spend the week trying to figure out how to handle this. Option 1, tell her the truth over text before we meet. Option 2, show up and explain in person. Option 3, send a friend to pretend to be Brad and then dramatically reveal it was all a test. Kevin vetoes option 3. That's literally insane. Are you okay? Probably not okay, definitely spiraling. Jessica's getting excited about meeting. Sends me outfit options. Which one says I'm casual but also I tried? Both options are cute. I tell her she'll look great in either. You're sweet. What are you gonna wear? Realize I have no idea what Brad would wear. Probably just jeans and a nice shirt. She sends back a gift from the office of Michael Scott saying that's what she said. This girl is perfect, and I'm about to lose her. Thursday before our Saturday meeting, I make a decision. I'm gonna tell her the truth. Friday morning before I can send the message, she texts me. Hey, so I know this is weird, but I'm really nervous about tomorrow. Can we video chat today just to break the ice? The walls are closing in. My phone camera excuse won't work anymore. Sit there staring at the message for 10 minutes. Kevin comes home from the gym. Why do you look like you're about to throw up? Show him the message. Okay, this is it. You have to tell her now, like right now, this second. He's right. I start typing. Jessica, I need to tell you something important and I'm really sorry. Before I can finish, she sends another message. Actually, never mind about the video chat. Riley just reminded me I'm supposed to help her move furniture today. Rain check? I'm simultaneously relieved and disappointed. Send back, no problem. Good luck with the furniture. Kevin looks at me. You didn't tell her. The moment passed. The moment didn't pass. You chickened out. He's not wrong. Friday night, I'm lying in bed. Can't sleep. Tomorrow, I'm supposed to meet Jessica. She thinks I'm Brad, fitness model extraordinaire. I'm me, just a regular guy who made a stupid decision a month ago. My phone buzzes. Jessica. Can't sleep, too excited, nervous for tomorrow. Is that weird? Not weird at all. I'm nervous too. Really? I figured you'd be all confident and cool. If she only knew. Everyone gets nervous. It's normal. That's oddly comforting. Thanks, Brad. We text for another hour. She tells me more about her bookstore. There's this regular customer who comes in every Tuesday and only buys books with blue covers. Doesn't matter what they're about, just has to be blue. That's weirdly specific. Right? I've started setting aside blue books for him. He's like my favorite customer. She tells me about her family, how her mom is constantly asking when she's going to settle down. I'm 28 and she acts like I'm ancient. Last Thanksgiving, she literally asked if I was becoming a nun. I tell her about my family, how my sister's getting married, and everyone keeps asking when I'm going to find someone. The pressure is real. Riley's parents do the same thing to her. We finally say goodnight around 2 a.m. See you tomorrow, Brad. I can't wait. Me neither. I genuinely can't wait to meet her. I also genuinely want to disappear forever. Saturday morning arrives like a death sentence. Kevin makes me breakfast. Okay, so what's the plan? You showing up as yourself, or are we doing a face transplant situation? I'm gonna meet her and tell her the truth immediately. Immediately? Well, maybe after coffee. I don't want to ambush her. Dude, that's still ambushing her. He has a point. I get dressed, looking at myself in the mirror. I'm not hideous, just average, definitely not male model material. Wearing my nicest jeans, a button-up shirt, I even styled my hair. Kevin gives me a pep talk. Look, man, you're a good person who made a dumb mistake. She might be mad, but if she really likes you, she'll understand. You think? No, she's probably going to throw coffee in your face, but it's worth a shot. Great, very encouraging. Jessica texts, leaving my place now? See you in 20. I tell Kevin I'm heading out. Good luck, dude. Text me if you need bail money. Drive to the coffee shop, hands sweating on the steering wheel. Get there 10 minutes early, order a coffee. I'm too nervous to drink. Sit at a table near the window so she can see me when she arrives, checking my phone every 30 seconds. She's 5 minutes away according to her last text. My heart is racing like I'm about to rob a bank. See a girl with dark hair walking toward the coffee shop. It's her. Jessica looks exactly like her photos, actually even prettier in person. She's wearing jeans and a vintage band t-shirt, carrying a tote bag that says, I'd rather be reading. She walks into the coffee shop, looking around. Our eyes meet. She smiles, starts walking toward me. This is it. This is the moment where everything falls apart. She's 3 feet away. My face when I'm about to get exposed as a catfish in the most public way possible. Be me. Sitting in coffee shop, watching Jessica walk toward my table, about to experience social death. She stops right in front of me, her smile fading into confusion. Hi. I'm looking for someone. Have you seen a really tall, muscular guy with perfect hair? I stand up, nearly knocking over my coffee. Jessica, hi, I'm actually, I need to explain something. Her face goes from confused to understanding to pissed in about 3 seconds. You're Brad? Everyone in the coffee shop is now staring at us. Can we sit down and I can explain? Explain what? That you're a catfish? That you've been lying to me for a month? She's not yelling, but her voice is that scary, quiet angry that's somehow worse than yelling. The barista looks concerned. Please, just give me 5 minutes to explain. She stands there looking at me like she's deciding whether to sit or throw her coffee at me. Chooses to sit, arms crossed, death glare activated. You have 5 minutes, starting now. I explain everything. How it started as a stupid joke with Kevin. How I was going to delete it, but then I matched with her. You were so funny and interesting, and I know I should have told you immediately, but I didn't want to stop talking to you. She's just staring at me, expression unreadable. I tried to tell you so many times. I typed out messages. I almost came clean a dozen times. But you didn't. You let me talk to you for a month, thinking you were someone else. She's right, and I have no defense. I know, I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry. Sorry? You're sorry? I told you about my ex cheating, about my trust issues, and you were lying the whole time. Other customers are definitely listening now, pretending to read their books and laptops, but clearly invested in this drama. I wasn't lying about everything. All the stuff I told you about myself was true, just not the photos. Oh, great. So you're only partially a liar. That makes it so much better. She grabs her bag. Jessica, wait. Wait for what? More lies? More excuses? She stands up. I actually liked you. I thought we had something real, but it was all just based on some fake hot guy profile. It was real. The conversations, the connection, that was all real. She laughs, but there's no humor in it. How can any of it be real when you couldn't even show me what you actually look like? She walks out of the coffee shop. I sit there in stunned silence. The barista comes over. That was rough, man. You want a refill on that coffee? Drive home in complete shock. Text Kevin. It went exactly as badly as you predicted. He responds, want me to order pizza? Get home. Kevin's already got The Empire Strikes Back queued up, knows it's my comfort movie. So she didn't take it well? She was furious, called me a liar in front of everyone, stormed out. Can't say I blame her, bro. We sit there eating pizza, watching Luke get his hand cut off. Feels appropriate for how my day is going. Check my phone constantly, hoping Jessica will text. She doesn't. Marcus calls. Heard you got dumped by a girl you were never actually dating. That's impressively sad. Kevin told you? Kevin told everyone. This is legendary levels of screwing up. Thanks, Kevin. Spend the rest of the weekend in a depression spiral. Delete the Brad profile. Feels like closing a chapter. Jessica hasn't blocked me on anything, but hasn't responded to my apology texts either. Sent her 3 messages, one apologizing, one explaining I understand if she never wants to talk again, one that just says I'm sorry. All delivered, none read. Monday morning, Kevin tries to cheer me up. Look, dude, maybe this is for the best, clean slate and all that. I don't want a clean slate, I want Jessica. He gives me a look. You know what you have to do, right? Fake my own death and move to Canada? No, idiot. You have to really apologize, like grand gesture apologize. This isn't a rom-com, Kevin. Your whole situation is a rom-com. You catfished a girl, caught feelings, now you need to win her back. He's watching too many movies. But also maybe he has a point. Spend all Monday thinking about how to properly apologize. Can't just show up at her bookstore, that's creepy. Can't send flowers, too cliché. Marcus suggests skywriting. Absolutely not. Why not? It's big, it's bold, it says I'm sorry. It also says I'm unhinged. My sister calls about the wedding again. So is Jessica coming or not? I need final head count. We're not together, we never were, it's complicated. Explain the whole situation to her. She's silent for a long moment. You're an idiot. I know. Like a massive idiot. Yes, I know. But also kind of sweet? In a really stupid way? Not sure if that's a compliment. She suggests I write Jessica a letter. Not a text, not an email, an actual handwritten letter explaining everything. That's so old-fashioned. She works in a bookstore. She probably loves old-fashioned. She has a point. Spend Tuesday night writing and rewriting a letter. Go through like 15 drafts. Kevin keeps reading over my shoulder, offering suggestions. Add more emotion here. Tell her how you really feel. This isn't a Hallmark movie. It should be. Finally finish a version I don't completely hate. It's 3 pages, handwritten, explaining everything from my perspective, apologizing profusely, telling her all the things I liked about her. End it with, I know I don't deserve another chance, but if you're willing to talk, I'd really like to explain in person. If not, I understand. You deserve honesty, and I should have given that to you from the start. Wednesday morning, I drive to her bookstore. It's called The Book Nook, and it's exactly the kind of cozy, independent bookstore you'd see in a movie. Big windows, plants everywhere, a cat sleeping in the window. Walk in, the bell above the door chimes. Jessica's behind the counter helping a customer. She looks up, sees me, her expression hardens. I wave awkwardly. She finishes with the customer and walks over. What are you doing here? I wanted to give you this. Hand her the letter. I'm not asking you to read it now or even respond. I just wanted you to have it. She takes it. Doesn't look at it. Anything else? Just that I'm really sorry, and I hope someday you can forgive me. Walk out before she can respond. Spend the rest of the week anxiously waiting. Kevin asks for updates every few hours. Did she text yet? No, Kevin. What about now? Still no. Marcus takes me out for drinks Thursday night to get my mind off it. Dude, you're obsessing. Maybe she's just not going to respond. I know, I just hoped she'd at least acknowledge it. We're at this dive bar watching a basketball game when my phone buzzes. It's Jessica. I read your letter. My heart stops. Marcus sees my face. Is it her? What did she say? She read the letter. We both stare at my phone, waiting for the 3 dots to appear. They don't. That's it? Just that she read it? Type back. Thank you for reading it. She responds 5 minutes later. Can you meet me Saturday? Same coffee shop, 2 p.m. I'll be there. Marcus orders shots. This could go either way, man. She might want closure, or she might want to give you a chance. I'm hoping for the latter, but expecting the former. Friday is the longest day of my life. Can't focus on anything, just counting down until Saturday. Kevin gives me another pep talk. Okay, so tomorrow you're going to go there, be completely honest, tell her how you feel. What if she just wants to yell at me in person? Then you let her. You deserve it. Fair. Saturday arrives. I'm at the coffee shop 30 minutes early. Order the same coffee as last time, still can't drink it due to nerves. Jessica walks in exactly at 2 p.m. She's wearing jeans and a sweater, hair pulled back, looks tired. sits down across from me. Hi. Hi, thanks for agreeing to meet me. She nods. I read your letter like 5 times, stayed up all night thinking about it. And I'm still really angry at you. My heart sinks. But I also can't stop thinking about our conversations, about how much I enjoyed talking to you. Wait, what? The person I was talking to for a month, was that really you, or was that an act too? That was really me, I swear. Everything I told you about myself was true except the photos. She looks at me for a long moment. Why didn't you just use your real photos? You're not bad looking. Started as a joke, then I was too embarrassed to admit it. You know what's more embarrassing? Getting caught. She's right. We sit in silence for a minute. I told Riley about this whole thing. Oh no. She thinks I'm insane for even considering talking to you again. She's probably right. She definitely is, but here's the thing. Jessica leans forward. I've been on so many dates with guys who look great in photos but are boring or rude or just not who they seemed. Okay? You're the opposite. You look nothing like your photos, but you're actually interesting and funny, and we have the same taste in everything. Is this going where I think it's going? I'm not saying I forgive you because I'm still mad, but I'm willing to start over. Start over? Yeah, like we just met. No history, no Brad, just you and me. Can't believe what I'm hearing. Are you serious? On one condition. Knew there'd be a catch. Anything. Complete honesty from now on. No more lies, not even little ones. I can do that. I want to do that. She smiles for the first time since sitting down. Okay then. Hi, I'm Jessica. She extends her hand. I shake it. Wait. I never actually told you my real name. Oh my God, you're right. What is your name? Tell her my actual name. She laughs. That's so much better than Brad. We talk for 3 hours. It's like our text conversations, but better because I can see her reactions, hear her laugh in person. She tells me more about her bookstore, shows me pictures of the shop cat named Hemingway. He's technically a stray who just moved in one day, and we couldn't get him to leave. So you're running a cat sanctuary that occasionally sells books? Basically, yeah. I tell her about my actual life, my apartment with Kevin, my family. Your sister's getting married? That's exciting. Yeah, in like 6 weeks, it's going to be huge. My mom's been planning it for a year. We exchange real information. No more pretending. She asked to see my actual photos from my real profile. Show her my Instagram. Okay, these are so much better than those ridiculous Brad photos. Really? Yeah, you look like an actual human person. Brad looked like a cologne ad. We make plans to hang out again. A real date this time. Maybe we could do something other than coffee? I'm getting jittery from all the caffeine. Suggest the art museum. There's a new exhibit on 20th century photography. That sounds perfect. I love museums. They're like bookstores, but with pictures. We leave the coffee shop together. She gives me a hug before getting in her car. Thanks for the letter. It was really sweet. Thanks for giving me another chance. Don't screw it up. I won't. Drive home in a daze. Kevin's waiting with Marcus. They both look anxious. Well? She wants to start over. We're going on a real date next week. They both cheer. Marcus. I can't believe that actually worked. Me neither, honestly. Kevin opens a beer. To second chances. We toast. Spend the next week texting Jessica like normal, but it feels different now that it's real. She sends me pictures from the bookstore. I send her memes. It's natural, easy, no more guilt. Friday comes, our museum date. Pick her up from her apartment. Meet Riley, who answers the door. So you're the catfish. Jessica appears behind her. Riley, stop! What? I'm just saying this man lied to you. It's fine, I deserve the hostility. Riley looks me up and down. You heard her again, and I know people. Noted. Jessica and I head to the museum. We walk through the exhibits. She points out her favorite pieces. I love this one. The composition is so perfect. We end up in the modern art section, standing in front of a Jackson Pollock. Do you get it? She asks. Honestly, no. It looks like he just threw paint at a canvas. That's literally what he did. We both laugh. Get dinner after at this Italian place she loves. She orders the carbonara, insists I try it. I told you I make a mean carbonara. This is where I learned. It's incredible. We talk about everything, movies, music, books. Okay, rapid fire, favorite Tarantino film? Jackie Brown. Correct. Favorite Beatles album? Abbey Road. Acceptable answer, favorite Office episode? Dinner Party. Oh my God, same. That episode is a masterpiece of cringe. We're completely in sync. Walk her back to her car after dinner. I had a really good time tonight. Me too, this was so much better than our first attempt at meeting. To be fair, the bar was pretty low. She laughs. We stand there in that awkward end of the date moment. Can I kiss you? She looks surprised, I asked. Yeah, you can. Kiss her. It's perfect. She pulls back smiling. Okay, that was worth all the drama. We make plans for another date. Over the next few weeks, we see each other constantly. Meet her friends. She meets Kevin and Marcus. Riley still doesn't trust me, but she's warming up. You're on probation, buddy. One screw up and you're done. My sister's wedding is coming up. Ask Jessica if she wants to come as my date. Meeting the family already? That's big. Only if you're comfortable, no pressure. I'd love to. I need to meet the sister who gave you the letter idea. Wedding day arrives. Jessica looks stunning in her dress. You clean up nice. Thanks, you look beautiful. We get to the venue, my family descends. My mom immediately loves Jessica. She's so charming, and she works with books. My sister pulls me aside. I can't believe you almost ruined this with that catfishing nonsense. I know, trust me, I know. But I'm happy for you, she seems great. The wedding is beautiful, everything goes perfectly. Jessica cries during the vows. Sorry, I'm emotional. It's okay, it's sweet. At the reception, we're dancing to some cheesy love song. So this is what a real relationship feels like. She looks up at me. Better than texting fake Brad? So much better. We dance, she rests her head on my shoulder. Thank you for being honest with me, finally. Thank you for giving me a chance I didn't deserve. Well, you're lucky I'm a sucker for a good redemption arc. Few months pass, we're officially together. Kevin's thrilled to have someone else to watch The Office with. Jessica gets me. She really doesn't. She's just polite. Jessica starts keeping stuff at my apartment. Toothbrush, then clothes, then half her book collection. I'm not moving in, I just like having my stuff here. Sure, that's what they all say. Riley throws her a birthday party at the bookstore. I help set up, meet more of her friends. One of them. So you're the guy who catfished her. That's me living in infamy. Bold move showing your face here. Jessica saves me. Guys, be nice, he's been properly punished. The party is great. I get her a first edition of her favorite book. She almost cries. This must have cost a fortune. Worth it. She kisses me in front of everyone. Riley makes a gagging sound but smiles. One night we're at my place. Kevin's gone for the weekend. We're watching Pulp Fiction for the 100th time. She's curled up next to me on the couch. Can I ask you something? Do you ever regret the way we met? She thinks about it. Honestly, sometimes I wish it started normally, but also it makes for a great story. We can never tell anyone the real version. Are you kidding? I tell everyone. It's hilarious now that I'm not mad anymore. You tell people I catfished you? Well, yeah, Riley calls you Catfish as a nickname. Fantastic. But also you're the best boyfriend I've ever had, so it worked out. Really? Yeah, you're honest now. You're thoughtful. You actually listen when I talk. The bar is that low? You'd be surprised. We finish the movie. She falls asleep on my shoulder. I watch her sleep for a minute. Can't believe this is real. Started as the dumbest joke ever. Turned into actual feelings. Almost destroyed everything, but somehow worked out. Kevin comes home early, sees us on the couch, takes a picture, sends it to Marcus with the caption, "He did it." My face when the girl I catfished became my actual girlfriend, and my friends won't let me live it down. Beamy. 6 months into dating Jessica, everything's going great. Too great, actually. Which means obviously something has to go wrong because this is my life. We're at her bookstore on a slow Tuesday afternoon. I'm helping reorganize the fiction section while she does inventory. Hemingway the cat is sleeping on my feet, making it difficult to move. You know he only does that with people he really likes. Pretty sure he just likes that I'm warm. She throws a paperback at me. The bell above the door chimes, customer walks in. I look up and immediately want to disappear into the floor. It's my ex-girlfriend from college, Melissa. We dated for 2 years, broke up badly, haven't spoken in like 5 years. She sees me, her eyes go wide. Oh my God, is that you? Jessica looks up from her clipboard. Melissa runs over and hugs me. I can't believe it. What are the chances? Jessica is watching this interaction with increasing curiosity. Melissa is talking a mile a minute about how she just moved back to town. Her startup failed in San Francisco. She's crashing with friends. We should totally catch up. Are you still with that girl from your Facebook posts, or was that just a fling? Jessica clears her throat. I'm Jessica, the girlfriend, not a fling. Extends her hand very pointedly. Melissa shakes it, finally notices the tension. Oh wow, sorry, I didn't mean to assume. I'm Melissa. We went to college together. College together is doing a lot of heavy lifting there. They're both looking at me expectantly. Yeah, we dated back then, but that was forever ago. Smooth, very smooth. Melissa laughs. Forever ago? It doesn't feel like that long. Remember when we drove to Vegas on a whim? Jessica's expression is unreadable. Vegas, huh? Sounds spontaneous. There's an edge to her voice. Melissa doesn't notice. We were so crazy back then, young and dumb, you know. She's still talking, completely oblivious. Tells Jessica about how we met at a party, all our college adventures, the time we almost got arrested for trespassing. He was so different back then, much more adventurous. Can feel Jessica's energy shifting. Melissa finally buys a book and leaves, but not before getting my number to catch up properly. The second the door closes, Jessica turns to me. So, adventurous ex-girlfriend who went to Vegas with you? That was like a decade ago. You never mentioned her. It never came up? She goes back to her inventory, pointedly not looking at me. Jessica, come on, she's ancient history. I'm not mad. She's definitely mad. You seem mad. I'm not mad, I just think it's interesting that your ex describes you as adventurous when you told me you were never spontaneous. Oh no, this is about the Brad thing. I was different in college. People change. Clearly you went from spontaneous Vegas trips to catfishing people on Tinder. Low blow. We don't talk about it the rest of the day. That night, Kevin notices the vibe is off. What did you do? Why do you assume I did something? Because you have that look. The I screwed up look. Explain the Melissa situation. He winces. Yikes, and she brought up the Vegas thing? In detail. Double yikes. Jessica's probably comparing herself to adventurous college you. But I'm not that person anymore. Yeah, well, maybe she wishes you were? Great, and now I'm spiraling. Text Jessica goodnight. She responds with just night, no emoji, no anything. Definitely in trouble. Next morning, I go to the bookstore with coffee and apology donuts. Jessica's already there. Riley's with her. Riley sees me and her expression says everything. I'll be in the back if you need backup. She gives Jessica a meaningful look before disappearing. I brought peace offerings. Jessica takes the coffee. I'm sorry about yesterday. I should have mentioned Melissa before. It's not about her. It's about how you described yourself when we met versus who you apparently were. Sit down on the reading chair. I told you I was never spontaneous, that Sarah left me because I was boring, but Melissa describes someone completely different. Because I was different. College me did stupid stuff, made impulsive decisions, got in trouble. And then what? You just stopped? She's genuinely asking. I grew up, got more cautious, stopped taking risks. Is that why you catfished me? Because taking real risks was too scary? Holy shit, she's right. Jessica sits down across from me. I just want to know who you actually are because I keep finding out new things and I don't know what's real. This is real, who I am with you. That's the real me. But what if adventurous you is still in there and you resent me for being with boring you? You're not boring. We're not boring. She doesn't look convinced. Spend the next week trying to prove I'm happy with who we are. Take her to nice dinners, plan fun dates, everything by the book. But I can tell she's still thinking about it. Then Melissa texts me. Hey, want to grab drinks this weekend and catch up properly? Show the text to Jessica immediately, complete transparency. You should go. What? No. I'm serious, go catch up with her, get closure, or whatever. I don't need closure. Maybe I do. That's concerning. Saturday comes, I meet Melissa at a bar downtown. She's already there, waves me over. I'm so glad you came, I wasn't sure you would. We order drinks, start talking. She tells me about San Francisco, her failed startup, her messy breakup with her business partner who she was also dating. Classic mistake, never mix business and pleasure. How are you doing with all that? Honestly, kinda lost. I thought I had everything figured out and then it all fell apart. She asks about my life. Tell her about Jessica, about my job, my life now. You seem happy, more settled than you were. I am happy. Good, you deserve it. I'm sorry about how things ended with us. We never really got closure. She just took a job in California, and we did the long-distance thing until it fizzled out. It's okay. We were young and stupid. Remember when we drove to Atlantic City because you wanted to count cards? And we got kicked out within an hour. We laugh about old memories. She gets another drink. Can I ask you something? Sure. Do you ever miss it? Being spontaneous and crazy? It's the same question Jessica was basically asking. Sometimes, but I also like stability now, like knowing what I'm doing next week. That's so different from college, you. People change, Melissa. It's been a decade. She nods but looks sad. I guess I'm just struggling with changing. I thought I'd always be the adventurous one, and now I'm moving back home with no plan. Realize she didn't ask me here to catch up. She's having a crisis. You'll figure it out. You always do. We talk for another hour. She asks if we can be friends now that she's back in town. I need to talk to Jessica about that. She seems nice, little intense though. She's great, and she has every right to be intense given how we started. Melissa looks confused, so I tell her the whole catfishing story. She's dying laughing. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. College, you would never. Exactly, I'm not that person anymore. But also that's kind of sweet in a really stupid way. Everyone says that. Get home, Jessica's waiting in my apartment with Kevin. They're watching a baking show. How was drinks with the ex? Fine, she's going through a rough time. Wanted someone to talk to. Jessica mutes the TV. Did she ask you to get back together? What? No, babe. She's just struggling with moving back home. Kevin slowly backs out of the room, sensing the tension. Would you want to? Get back together with someone from your adventurous phase? Jessica, where is this coming from? She stands up. I just keep thinking about what she said, about you being different, more exciting. I don't want to be that person. I like who I am now. But what if you wake up one day and resent me for it? Grab her hands. I could never resent you. You're the best thing that's happened to me. Even though I'm not some spontaneous adventure, we are an adventure. We started with catfishing and somehow made it work. She laughs a little. That's true. We are pretty weird. The weirdest, and I love it. We're good again, but I can tell this isn't completely resolved. A few days later, I'm having lunch with Marcus. Dude, you need to do something big to show Jessica you're happy with your life. Like what? I don't know, something spontaneous but not stupid. That's not helpful. Take her somewhere unexpected, surprise her. Get an idea. That weekend I tell Jessica to pack a bag. Don't tell her where we're going. Is this a kidnapping? It's a surprise, trust me. She's skeptical but packs a bag. Drive 3 hours to this cabin I rented in the mountains. You planned this. Wanted to prove I can still be spontaneous. The cabin is perfect, right next to a lake. Mountains everywhere. We spend the weekend hiking, cooking, no phones, no internet. Sitting by the fire one night, she's reading while I'm just watching the flames. This was really nice of you. Wanted to show you that I'm happy with us, with this version of me. She puts down her book. I'm sorry I've been weird about the Melissa thing. You haven't been weird, you had valid concerns. I think I was just scared that I'm not exciting enough, that you'd want someone more adventurous. Pull her closer. You're plenty exciting. You took a chance on a guy who catfished you. That's pretty adventurous. She laughs, when you put it that way. We spend the rest of the weekend just being together. No pressure, no worries. Drive back Sunday night. She's asleep in the passenger seat. Kevin's home when we get there. So the grand gesture worked? Seems like it. Good, because Riley texted me asking if she needed to come over and yell at you. Why does Riley have your number? We're in a group chat. Jessica's friends wanted to keep tabs on you. Fantastic. Things go back to normal. Better than normal, actually. Melissa texts occasionally, but it's just friendly stuff. Jessica's fine with it. We're at a party at Riley's place a few weeks later. Melissa's there. Riley invited her through mutual friends. Awkward at first, but Jessica and Melissa actually get along. They're talking about books. Turns out Melissa's a big reader too. You should come by the bookstore. I'm watching this interaction like a tennis match. Riley appears next to me. Your girlfriend's a better person than me. I'd never be friends with your ex. They're not friends. They're just being polite. Give it a week. Riley's right. A week later, Melissa's at the bookstore all the time. She and Jessica have book club meetings. Kevin finds this hilarious. Your current girlfriend is friends with your ex-girlfriend. This is sitcom-level absurd. Tell me about it. Marcus thinks it's a trap. Dude, one of them is going to snap. This can't last. But it does last. They genuinely become friends. Melissa gets a job at a tech company, starts dating someone new, everything settles. My sister calls one day. Mom wants to know when you're proposing to Jessica. We've been dating less than a year. So, when you know, you know. That's not how this works. But she plants the idea in my head. Start thinking about it more and more. Jessica's basically living at my place now. Most of her stuff is here. We have routines, inside jokes, we're comfortable. Kevin notices I'm being weird. You're thinking about proposing, aren't you? What? No. Dude, I've lived with you for 5 years. I know you're thinking face. Fine, maybe I'm thinking about it. It's too soon, right? I don't know, man. You guys have been through more drama in 1 year than most couples have in 5. Fair point. Talk to Marcus about it. If you're asking my opinion, I think she'd say yes, but maybe wait until you've been together a full year. That's like 4 months away. Then wait 4 months. What's the rush? He's right. No rush. But then Jessica brings it up randomly one night. We're watching TV. She just casually says, Riley got engaged. Oh, that's great. Yeah, they've been together 3 years. Seems like the right time. She's not looking at me, very pointedly watching the TV. Do you think about that stuff? What stuff? You know, marriage, future, all that. Sometimes, do you? Maybe. We're both being so weird about this. If you were to think about it, theoretically, what would you want? She finally looks at me. I'd want something simple, not a big production, just something meaningful. Good to know, theoretically. Very theoretical. We go back to watching TV, but the energy is different. Spend the next few weeks planning. Not proposing yet, just thinking about how I'd propose. Kevin's no help. Flash mob. Absolutely not. Skywriting. Still no. Marcus suggests something at the bookstore since that's where we technically first met in person. It's sweet, it's meaningful, it's where your relationship really started. Actually not a bad idea. Talk to Riley about it, swear her to secrecy. You want to propose at the bookstore? Is that stupid? It's actually kind of perfect. Jessica would love it. She helps me plan it. Going to do it on the anniversary of our first real meeting, the coffee shop disaster. That's in 2 weeks. Buy a ring, nothing crazy expensive, but something she'd like. Simple and elegant. Show it to Kevin, who immediately tears up. Dude, you're getting married. I haven't asked her yet. She's gonna say yes. I know it. The 2 weeks feel like the longest of my life. Almost blow it several times by acting weird. Jessica notices. Are you okay? You've been spacey lately. Just work stuff. You're a terrible liar. You know that, right? One of my many flaws. The day arrives. Tell Jessica we're going to the bookstore for a special event Riley's hosting. What kind of event? It's a surprise. I'm learning to hate your surprises. We get to the bookstore. It's closed, which is weird for a Saturday. Why is it closed? The event's private. She's suspicious but follows me in. The store is decorated with fairy lights. There's flowers everywhere. Her favorite songs playing softly in the background. What is this? Riley, Kevin, Marcus, Melissa, some of Jessica's friends are all there. She's completely confused. Okay, seriously, what's happening? I take her hand, lead her to the spot where she first confronted me about the catfishing. A year ago, I came to this bookstore to give you a letter apologizing for being an idiot. I remember, I was so mad at you. You had every right to be. I had lied to you for a month. She's starting to realize what's happening. But you gave me a second chance I didn't deserve, and it's been the best year of my life. Pull out the ring. Her hands go to her mouth. You make me want to be better. You make me laugh. You make me happy. Getting down on one knee. I know we started in the weirdest way possible, but I can't imagine my life without you. Oh my God. Jessica, will you marry me? She's crying, nodding. Yes, yes, of course, yes. Everyone's cheering. Put the ring on her finger. She tackles me with a hug. Riley's crying. Kevin's crying. Even Marcus looks emotional. Melissa yells, "Congrats, Catfish!" Jessica pulls back, laughing and crying. I can't believe you did this. Had to make up for the disaster of our first meeting here. This is so much better. We kiss, everyone claps. Spend the rest of the evening celebrating at the bookstore. Hemingway, the cat, keeps trying to knock over the champagne glasses. Jessica keeps looking at her ring. I'm engaged to the guy who catfished me. This is the weirdest love story ever. Weird, but ours. Riley makes a toast. To the most ridiculous couple I know who somehow made catfishing work. Everyone laughs and drinks. Later that night, back at our apartment, Jessica's still looking at her ring. So we're really doing this? Unless you changed your mind in the last 3 hours? Never. I'm really happy. Me too. She curls up next to me. Promise me something? Anything. No more catfishing. I think I've learned that lesson. Good, because if I find out you have a secret Brad profile somewhere, I'm taking the ring back. There's only one Brad and he's dead and buried. She laughs. I love you. I love you too. Kevin bursts in. Sorry to interrupt, but we need to plan the bachelor party. We literally just got engaged. No time to waste. Jessica throws a pillow at him. The next few months are wedding planning chaos. My mom's thrilled, immediately takes over half the planning. Jessica's parents fly in to meet me properly. Her dad pulls me aside. So you're the one who catfished my daughter? Yes, sir, not my proudest moment. But you made it right? I tried to, sir. He nods. Good, she seems happy, that's all that matters. Dodged a bullet there. We decide on a small wedding. Just close friends and family. Venue is a garden, very simple and elegant like Jessica wanted. Riley's the maid of honor. Kevin's my best man. Melissa's invited. She brings her new boyfriend. No hard feelings about the catfishing thing, it all worked out. Wedding day arrives. I'm nervous as hell. Kevin has to talk me down. Dude, you already did the hard part. You got her to say yes. What if I trip during the ceremony? Then you trip. It'll be a funny story. Music starts. Jessica walks down the aisle. She looks absolutely beautiful. I'm definitely crying. Kevin hands me tissues. Called it. We say our vows, traditional ones because we agreed custom vows would be too emotional. I'm already crying enough as is. I do. Kiss my wife. Everyone cheers. Reception is perfect, food's great, music's great, everyone's having fun. First dance is to Can't Help Falling in Love, because we're both Elvis fans. Mrs. Catfish. She laughs. That's not my name. It could be, we could hyphenate. Absolutely not. Riley's speech is hilarious, tells the whole catfishing story. Never thought I'd be celebrating their wedding, but here we are. Kevin's speech is surprisingly emotional. I've known this guy for years, watched him date the wrong people, be unhappy, and then he catfished someone and found his person. Life is weird. Everyone's laughing and crying. Melissa catches the bouquet. This feels like cosmic irony. Her boyfriend looks terrified. End of the night, Jessica and I are sitting outside the venue, taking a break from dancing. So we did it. We're married. Yep, you're stuck with me now. Could have done worse, could have actually ended up with Brad. Brad would have been terrible husband material, all muscles, no substance. We watch our friends and family inside, everyone's still celebrating. Do you ever think about how differently this could have gone? All the time I could have just deleted the profile that first night. I could have blocked you after I found out. We got really lucky. She leans her head on my shoulder. Not luck, we chose this. Chose each other despite the messy start. Best decision I ever made. Second best, first was being honest with me after the catfishing. Fair point. Go back inside, dance more, celebrate until late. Drive to our hotel, Jessica falls asleep in the car. Carry her inside, she wakes up. Did you just carry me? That's so cheesy. We're married now, I'm allowed to be cheesy. Honeymoon is 2 weeks in Italy, her dream destination. We eat our way through Rome, Florence, Venice. This carbonara is even better than the restaurant at home. Take a million pictures, most of them are terrible, but we don't care. Get back home, real life resumes. Jessica moves the rest of her stuff officially into our apartment. Hemingway comes too. Kevin's allergic but deals with it. This cat hates me. He doesn't hate you, he's just indifferent to your existence. Settle into married life. It's not that different from before, except now there's rings. 1 year anniversary of getting married. We're back at the bookstore. Riley's hosting an event. Jessica's reading to a group of kids. She started a children's reading hour. I'm organizing the new releases, Hemingway's helping, by sitting on books. She finishes reading. Kids disperse. You know, a year ago I never would have imagined this. What, married to a catfish? Married, happy, running a bookstore together. Together? She grins. Surprise, I'm making you co-owner. What? Riley and I talked. You're here all the time anyway. Might as well make it official. Can't believe it. This is amazing. Plus now you're legally obligated to deal with Hemingway. The cat meows as if agreeing. That night, lying in bed, Jessica's already asleep. Think about the whole journey, from fake profile to married bookstore owner. Kevin was right, it is like a rom-com, just a really weird one. My phone buzzes. It's the group chat. Marcus. Year later, and you're still married to the girl you catfished. Impressive. Riley. Don't give him too much credit. Jessica deserves a medal. Kevin. When are you guys having kids so I can be the fun uncle? Melissa. This group chat is chaos. I love it. Type back. Thanks for being there through all the insanity. Riley. Someone had to make sure you didn't screw it up again. Look over at Jessica. She's snoring slightly. Hemingway's curled up at her feet. This is my life now, married to someone who gave me a second chance. Started with the dumbest lie, ended with the best truth. My face when I catfished a girl with Chad photos almost ruined everything, but somehow ended up married and running a bookstore together. That feeling when your wife still introduces you to people as my husband who catfished me, and everyone thinks it's the funniest thing ever.